You've been told a lie for decades, a quiet, cruel one, that after 60, your manhood fades. That what you feel when you wake up numbness, silence, nothing is just part of getting older. But what if I told you that's simply not true? That your body didn't forget how to be a man. It just hasn't been asked to in a while. Every morning, millions of men over 60 stare at the ceiling, believing their best years are gone. They don't talk about it, but they feel it. The frustration, the fear, the loss of something deeply personal. But I'm here to challenge that. I'm Dr. Mark Hyman, MD, 30 years of helping men reconnect with their strength. I've seen war veterans, teachers, fathers, all walk through my door thinking it's over, and walk out with fire in their eyes again. This isn't about performance. It's about presence, identity, dignity. And it starts with just 3 minutes. That's it. 3 simple minutes every morning that awaken the part of you that never truly left it, only fell asleep. Today, I'll show you exactly how to bring it back. But before we dive in, let me ask you this. If there were a natural way to wake up your manhood without a single pill, would you try it? Comment yes if you're ready, and hit subscribe to follow this journey to reclaiming your power. I'll never forget George. He was 72, a retired firefighter from Michigan. When he sat across from me that day, he looked like a man who'd fought battles on the outside and within. His voice was soft, eyes downcast. "Doc," he said, "I think I lost that part of me. Maybe for good." But what I told George is the same truth I'm telling you now. Your manhood isn't broken. It hasn't failed. It's just fallen asleep. You see, over time, your body responds to signals. And when there are no signals, no movement, no breath, no intentional touch, your body begins to quiet. Like a light bulb unplugged, not burnt out. Most men think silence means damage, but that's not true. The nerves, blood vessels, and hormones responsible for your vitality are still there. They're just waiting to be reactivated. And that's the beauty of this process. Once you start giving your body what it needs, even something as small as stretching, breathing, and hydration, it listens. It responds. George didn't need pills or surgeries. What he needed was a reminder, a signal that said, "Hey, I'm still here. It's time to wake up." You are not broken. You're simply disconnected. And we're about to change that starting tomorrow morning. Let me take you back to a time not too long ago when even I, a seasoned doctor, was making the same mistake as most of my patients. I'd wake up, reach for my phone, and scroll mindlessly through emails, news, and nonsense. No water, no movement, no intention, and every day felt heavy. I couldn't explain it. I wasn't sick, but I wasn't fully alive either. Then I started noticing a pattern in the men I treated, men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s. Those who felt energized, focused, and alive in the morning. They all had one thing in common. They respected the morning window. You see, the first 30 to 60 minutes after waking isn't just routine. It's a biological opportunity. Your blood vessels are waking up. Your hormones are beginning to flow. Your nervous system is rebooting. It's like the engine of a classic car warming up. Ignore that window, and your entire system stays in low gear all day physically, mentally, and sexually. I've seen dramatic changes in men within a week just by changing how they treat their first hour. hydrating, moving, breathing deeply. These aren't luxury habits, they're biological necessities. Miss that window, and your body misses its cue. That's why your mornings matter more than ever. And it's why tomorrow morning might just change everything for you. I still remember Mark, 68 years old, former firefighter, once tough as nails. He sat in my office, eyes tired, voice low. "Doc," he said, "I don't even care about sex anymore. I just want to feel normal when I wake up. I want to know my body still works." That hit me hard. Because what Mark was asking for wasn't about pleasure, it was about proof. Proof that he was still alive inside. You see, your morning erection isn't just a sexual reflex. It's your body's natural health report. It means blood is flowing, nerves are firing, hormones are balanced. It means your system still responds. When that signal disappears, most men panic or assume it's aging. But truthfully, it's a biological alert. It means your blood vessels may be tightening. Your nitric oxide levels could be falling. Your pelvic muscles might be going dormant. All of this happens silently, without pain, without warning, until one day you realize something vital has gone missing. But here's the good news. Just because it's been gone doesn't mean it's gone for good. You can revive it. And no, you don't need blue pills. What you need is the right morning signal, a simple, natural routine that tells your body it's time to wake up again. And that's exactly what we'll break down next. Let me tell you about Richard. He was 66 when he walked into my clinic in Austin. A former high school principal, suit pressed, back straight, but his eyes, they were heavy. I've seen that look before. It's not physical pain. It's a loss of identity. After some small talk, he finally opened up. "Doc, I did everything right in life. Raised my kids, paid off the house, worked hard, but somewhere along the line, I lost that part of me. I feel invisible." I didn't give him a prescription, no injections, no pills. I simply gave him the 3-minute morning ritual water, movement, nourishment. I asked for 1 week, no overthinking. Just show up every morning for yourself. 7 days later, I got an email that stopped me in my tracks. I woke up this morning, and I felt like I'm coming back. That's what this is really about. It's not about sex. It's about identity, presence, control, feeling your blood moving again, feeling alive again. And when it returns, it's more than physical. It's emotional, personal, a quiet power that tells you you're still here. That was just week 1. Imagine what happens in week 2. Most men ask me the same question, "Doc. How long will it take before I feel anything?" My answer is always, sooner than you think, in just 7 days. Most of my patients report sleeping better. That thick morning fog, it starts to lift. They feel more clear-headed. But here's the magic. They begin to notice something stirring down there. Maybe a little warmth, a gentle firmness. It's subtle, but unmistakable. It's your body whispering, "I'm waking up." By day 14, the changes become harder to ignore. Your hormones start to rebalance. You feel a quiet energy returning. Some men say their moods shift. They laugh more, argue less, feel lighter. Your body is beginning to remember its rhythm. And by day 30, the real transformation begins. Natural morning erections return. Spontaneous intimacy isn't just possible, it's happening. No pills, no pressure. Just your body doing what it was built to do. All this from 3 simple things: water, motion, and food. Done daily. Done with care. Your body is not broken. It's just been waiting for you to show up. So ask yourself, what will your next 30 mornings look like? Most men fail not because they're too old, not because they're broken, but because they've been misled. I've seen it too many times. A man walks into my clinic defeated. He's tried the pills, the gadgets, the hormone shots. He's spent thousands chasing quick fixes that never worked. And worst of all, he started believing the lie. Maybe this is just how it ends for me. But here's the truth. The biggest reason men never recover isn't biology. It's belief. Most of what you've been taught about aging and manhood is dead wrong. Pills only force the body. They don't train it. They don't heal it. And when you stop, the results vanish like a puff of smoke. But those who do recover, they follow a different path. They rebuild the foundation. They stop fighting their body and start listening to it. They use rhythm, not resistance. They send signals, not shock waves. And that's why the 3-minute morning ritual works. It teaches your body to perform again naturally, reliably. You're not broken. You're disconnected. And the moment you reconnect with yourself, your breath, your body, your rhythm, that's when the healing truly begins. Your story isn't over. In fact, the most powerful chapter may be just beginning. Let me share something simple, almost too simple, that has changed the game for hundreds of my patients. Joel, a 74-year-old retired firefighter, had been following the 3-minute morning ritual for about a week. It was helping. But he asked me, "Doc, is there anything else I can do to make this faster?" I smiled, reached for a notepad, and wrote down 2 words: salt plus lemon. This isn't your average breakfast tip. It's science in action. A pinch of pink Himalayan salt and a squeeze of lemon in your first glass of water right after you wake up can ignite your system in ways you've never imagined. The salt contains trace minerals like magnesium and potassium that help relax your blood vessels, support nerve function, and rebalance hydration levels. The lemon boosts digestion, supports liver detox, and helps with hormone production, especially testosterone. When combined, they create the perfect biochemical spark for better circulation, sharper energy, and faster hormonal response. Joel called me 3 days later. "Doc, I don't know what's in that water." He chuckled, "But I feel like I'm 50 again." Sometimes, the answer isn't complicated, it's consistent. And that one extra layer might just be what takes your results to the next level. Every single morning, whether you realize it or not, you're sending a message to your body. It's not in words, it's in actions. The way you wake up, how you breathe, what you drink. Whether you move at all speaks volumes, and your body listens. For years, I didn't understand this. Like many of my patients, I thought health was all about doing more. More supplements, more exercise, more rules. But healing doesn't come from forcing your body, it comes from speaking its language. And that language is rhythm, breath, nourishment, and consistency. When you skip your morning ritual, you're telling your body, this isn't important. You're reinforcing the silence. But when you hydrate, move, and fuel your body right from the start, you're saying, I care. I'm here. I'm ready. That 3-minute ritual. It's not just about erections or testosterone. It's about connection. It's about reclaiming control of your health, not through fear or frustration, but through presence and intention. Because when your body feels that kind of care, again, daily, quietly, persistently, it responds. Not overnight, but certainly over time. And that's how the silence becomes signal. That's how the lights come back on. I want to tell you something no one ever says. Something powerful. Something that might just shift your entire perspective. You were never broken. Your body didn't betray you. It simply went quiet, waiting for the right message. And that message starts with you. For decades, I've watched men walk into my clinic, shoulders down, eyes tired, hearts heavy. They weren't just asking for medical help. They were searching for hope. And what I've learned, again and again, is this. The moment you stop seeing yourself as broken is the moment healing begins. Richard, Joel, Mark, these aren't just names. They're men. Like you, fathers, husbands, veterans, dreamers who once felt invisible, defeated, even ashamed. But they made one small decision that changed everything to show up for themselves every morning. Just 3 minutes. Hydrate, move, nourish, repeat. And from that simple ritual, power returned, not just to their mornings, but to their sense of self, their energy, their connection to who they really are. The truth is, healing doesn't begin with a prescription. It begins with presence. It begins when you say, I'm still here. I'm still trying. So, here's my challenge to you. Don't wait for someone else to fix what was never broken. Begin. Be consistent. And watch your body respond. Because it will. Quietly at first. Then stronger. And then one morning you'll wake up and realize I'm back. Let me bring this all home for you. After guiding thousands of men, many just like you, I can confidently say the journey back to manhood doesn't require magic. It requires intention. And your intention begins with a simple 3-minute morning ritual. This isn't just about water, stretching, and food. It's about waking up your life. Every drop of water you drink is a signal to your blood vessels that it's time to expand. Every stretch you take is a message to your nervous system that movement is possible again. Every bite of a nourishing breakfast is a whisper to your hormones. Let's go to work. You've heard the stories. Richard, who felt numb. Joel, who had nearly given up. And Mark, who just wanted to feel alive again. What they all had in common wasn't a miracle drug or an expensive therapy. It was a choice. They chose to reclaim their mornings, and in doing so, they reclaimed their lives. So here we are, just you and me. No noise, no gimmicks. Just a truth that's waited patiently for you to be ready. You are not too old. You are not done. And your manhood, your vitality is not gone. It's simply waiting for the rhythm, the care, the message only you can send. Start tomorrow. Start now. And never stop showing up for yourself. So, here we are. You've heard every part of the journey, from the silence that made you believe your best years were behind you, to the simple, science-backed ritual that has the power to wake up your body, your confidence, and your sense of self. I've shared with you stories of real men. Richard, who thought he'd lost the spark forever. Joel, who needed just a pinch of salt and lemon to feel alive again. Mark, who simply wanted to wake up feeling whole. And me, Dr. Mark Hyman, just a guide, walking this road with you, because I've seen what's possible when a man chooses to show up for himself. If there's one thing I want you to remember, it's this: you are not broken. You are simply disconnected. Your body is capable of healing, of performing, of loving again. And it all begins with a decision, a commitment to just 3 minutes every morning. That's it. 3 minutes that could bring back your morning pulse, your energy, your intimacy. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you tried the ritual? Did you feel that first tingle, that warmth, that sign of life? Drop a yes in the comments if you're ready to begin. And if you're still unsure, type maybe, and let's talk about it below. Don't leave this page without subscribing. Hit that bell icon so you never miss another tip that could change your mornings and your manhood forever. Your best mornings are not in the past. They're right around the corner. Now take the step. I'll be right here, cheering you on. Dr. Mark Hyman, MD.